Okay, Raphael, top 64, Erikos, top 8, right? Both playing the same deck, Sky Strikers.
Yes.
Anything you want to say before we go to the list?
Before we go to the list, we want to give a shout out to our sponsors, Games Outlet, Card Market, Custom Playmat, Ultimate Guard, and JunksPlayground.
Yeah.
And of course to our team, Complexity Card Gaming. A lot of teammates who help with the decks. The Fury, I think especially Temis, Luke for one of the cards in the deck as well, and just overall CCG. So let's go to the deck, right?
I want to give shout outs to Nevermore Dandy and Base who lent me some cards, and my Greek Skypal.
Okay.
So we play a pure because it's the best. So 3 Ray, standard, 3 Ass, and 2 Ogres, Scandrops. Like, I think 5 were enough. We didn't want to break with more.
You don't want to like open multiples, that's the thing. Like I was on 3-3 for a long time, but Temis and Erikos convinced me that when you open 2, especially in the mirror, when you're starting to play the mirror, every card is so important and you can't have multiples because that's essentially a brick. So 5 was, for me, it was perfect. I'm really glad I caught the third.
Yeah. And this was shoot in the mirror, like they weren't expecting it, and if you hit the roll, it's just game.
Yeah, roll's so important.
So for the spells, Finite Gaze, Standard, 3 Anchor, 3 Field, because you need the consistency now that drone is to 1. Only 2 roll. We were considering 3, but then we wanted space for like some defensive cards, and like roll was the easiest thing to cut. 2 Eagle Booster, which was huge in the mirror match.
I played 3 actually.
Yeah, that's the rolling difference.
Yeah, it's only the main deck difference. I played 41 cards, he played 40, because I chose to play a third Eagle Booster, because this card wins the mirror matches. It also is super good against like rogue decks, like play against Paleo with like the target effect, you make it an effect. And play against Draco, they have face mirror, you can always resolve your Gabbay and stuff, but mainly in the mirror, protecting you guys from Widow Anchor. This card is absolutely insane in the deck, and I think this is one of the biggest edge we had, because no one else, everyone was playing this at a one-off.
Thanks to Themis.
Yeah, big shout out to Themis, like he came up with the idea to play multiples, and yeah, it helped a lot, right? Yeah, right.
And 1 burner, 1 cannon, drones, base. We didn't play wave, jamming waves, because like there's nothing you want to hit in the mirror or the other matchups.
Yeah, you
like
want to hit face downs.
Yeah, in the other matchups, all the face downs are. They can flip it when you search it, then it's a -1, and in the mirror you prefer to search Eagle Booster to play around Anchor. So that's for the Sky Striker spells. Now for the other spells, like Wizard Ride.
That's
like,
just Maxi.
Yeah, Maxi in this meta.
Yeah.
They just pass if you.
It's a very unfair card, very bad for this mirror, but yeah, it's there.
The Twisters. Like it was broken in every matchup. You want to open it every time. Like mirror match, Rogue. It was only bad versus Gookie, but like Gookie wasn't that represented, so it was fine. 2 Terraformings for consistency. Rota and Upstart, like to have spell count in the grave. For the traps, we played 3 strikes.
This was so huge, no one expected that, and this is one of the most amazing choices, I think, because you just take that Gabbay for a turn, because they cannot summon anything else, and they cannot trigger the Ray because it was never on the field. So this, and even though the life point cost was something I was pretty scared. He was super convinced of strike, and I was like a bit scared because it's 1500, and those mirror matches take a long time. So I was like, what if we get in time? What if I don't want to use it? But this just ends their turn in a sense that they can't get their engage from the grave, and basically they play without the engage for 1 turn. It's so good. It also helps, like you said, like it helps you play through shared right and stuff, because they basically end your turn. You're playing shared right, but if you have this set, you can get that turn back.
Yeah. So we weren't convinced until Friday, and then like Darren and Luke from.
Yeah, it was Luke's idea.
Yeah,
right?
from
Luke was
our
like,
team.
why don't you play strike?
Yeah. Were heavily in favor of this card, so we decided to test it, and it was huge in the mirror. So it's
shout out to that one pendulum guy who pendulum 5 into my strike and was like, why does everyone play this card anyway?
Yeah, it also plays around Eagle Booster. Now that's popular.
Yeah.
Because they search it and then you strike and it's dead. And last, 2 Dusters. Like again, to have an edge in the mirror match. They don't expect it. You can hit them in the end phase for the Anchor roll, or when they activate the roll, so you have responses to the spells. It was broken for me.
Yeah, for me as well.
So 40 and 41 for Raph.
41 with upside, I'm sorry, but in this deck it's fine.
Right,
I mean,
exactly.
Yeah, in this deck it doesn't matter though.
In the extra deck, play 3 Kagari, of course, 3 Shizuku, 2 Hayate. You play 3?
I played 3 Hayate and it was so amazing for me because again Thomas gave me this tip and I thought about it. Yes, this is right because these are kind of like the zodiacs that you really want to have like as much as possible from them. And the thing is, because those mirror matches go so slow. If you play 3 Hayate, you can always, when normally you would just go into Suzuku, because they have Suzuku as well, and there's no really point to make Hayate, you can always safely make Hayate, swing for this 15, or a bit less if they have Suzuku, and then because you play 3 Hayate, it's not really a waste, and that extra damage every turn eventually makes, it adds up, and eventually it can make the difference when you go into time. This happened like, I think 2 times this tournament. And I think, yeah, that's why the third Hayate was perfect for me.
Yeah. I instead played one firewall instead of third Hayate. It was for only one scenario that I had. I was playing against Guki. I had third ride, and they went for Isolde, changed third ride, and then I draw cherries. And normally Isolde cherries would be dead in this case, and I want to have something to banish.
Which is also a good reason.
So like one Borazol for OTKs, OTK'd a lot. Bomber Dragon, Unicorn Phoenix Thunder, one Clara for Altergeist and Secret Village. You had to play through this, and one Isolde, right, for cherries. Yeah, and for the side deck, play 3 cherries. Basically against every combo deck with warriors, like
Mid-breaker doesn't do anything against it, which is getting more popular. So we want hand traps that.
Yeah, if you open it against Guki, you win.
Yeah, it's the result will win, and it's like their deck is so fragile right now. They need this all.
Yeah, so 3 impermanents for me and 1 duster, the third one. Raph decided to play 3 gammas and 1 driver. That's a side difference. Like I want the space to have the duster against the heavy backrow decks. And he wanted to gamma with a safer trap.
For me, gamma was like super big. Like in theory, it was for things like double helix or against Goki, because the mid breaker, even if it's on the field, the solo stays alive, but you negate the effect anyway. So it's like one of the safest hand traps. Why I thought impermanence would be a bit dangerous. And shout out to Gamma, like OTKing my Draco opponent. Like this is one of the things like. It's a bit weird to side in against Draco, but you have a lot of cards in your main deck that aren't good against them, and you will always trigger it on your own turn, which means your driver is back in your grave, it's live, and it destroys the Draco and puts in 3,500 damage, and you can get into time against Draco as well. Yeah, so overall, like Gamma was for me a super safe hand trap, but this also goes both.
The Artifact Engine.
Yeah.
This is so fucking good. Oh my god.
Yeah, like I was thinking, I was watching back some decklists from Euros, and I saw this in a Boogie decklist, and I thought, like, why don't we play it in pure?
Yeah.
So I tested, it was huge. Now with Hayate, if you just take them 1 turn, you can capitalize on that with engages.
Yeah.
So yeah, that was broken for me against almost every matchup except the mirror match.
Yeah, like against Goki, Pendulum, Spiral, BA, it just ends their turn. It just ends the turn.
Like against Trickster is also huge because of Scapegoat.
Yeah, it's like an answer to Scapegoat.
Yeah, so and then 2 Typhoons. Like
more Secret Village stuff.
Yeah, we're
like,
afraid of Secret Village and
Imperial Order, like stuff like that.
And last 2 Mind Crashes.
Right.
Mostly Mirror.
Yeah, Mirror, Trickster, Invoked. Like to play around everything. Also against Evenly going first.
Any last words?
We get a shout.
Yeah, thanks to CG again for the help and the support.
Okay.
Thank you.